Hello everyone, this is Backyard Musings, broadcasting live from the Double Wide in Apple Valley, California. I'm Steve.
And I'm Scott.
I'm Steven Scott, and you're Scott.
And Steve.
That's my name, Steven Scott.
Is it? Really? Your middle name's Scott?
Yeah.
Oh, my middle name is not Steve, so.
Okay, Democrats are disconnected from reality. Can we all agree on that?
We can.
Whatever they say, trust the opposite is true, right? How does Dan Bongino put it?
The dipsy daisy flipperoo.
He does, man. It is so.
I
The
love the
dipsy
guy.
daisy flipperoo.
Yeah.
Because Democrats control most of the media mob, they make truth over facts, right? That's their slogan. And since they control the mob,
And does that make sense? Truth over facts?
it doesn't make sense.
No.
Here's some recent examples. We're going to talk about Russia. Okay. So Putin last week told a Russia One TV host in Russia, probably in Russian, that he prefers Biden to win the 2024 election over Trump. Why, you say? Putin said
Because he's going to roll right over Biden, just like he's been doing for the last 3.5 years.
Biden is this is a nice way to put it, a more experienced, predictable person. He's a politician of the old school, right?
Yeah, just like we talked about last week about it turns out that they wanted Hillary over
Yeah.
Trump, right?
Yeah. Think back to
reset.
2016. Dems fought hard to introduce Trump as a Russian agent, just to smear him, right? The Russian con man must be tricking voters into voting Trump through reverse psychology.
Whatever.
What? Is he doing reverse psychology on us? Do you believe your lying ears, people? Didn't Putin steal a large chunk of Ukraine under Obama Biden's watch? Crimea, right?
Yeah.
Crimea?
Yeah.
Didn't he do that? Isn't Putin trying to conquer all of Ukraine under the Biden-Harris watch?
Well, I don't know if he wants it all, but he wants a good chunk of it.
Yeah. And don't the Dems hail Biden's glorious foreign policy?
What foreign policy?
Exactly. More like vainglorious instead of glorious, right? Okay, Biden is a pushover. Putin is not the only one who thinks Biden is a pushover. Osama bin Laden felt the same way. In fact, according to confiscated intelligence from the raid that killed Osama,
Right.
he ordered Al-Qaeda to shoot down any plane Obama might be on. But to make sure to spare Vice President Biden, he believed Biden was such an idiot that when he automatically assumed the presidency after Obama's death, he would wreck America all on its own. That's what he called America.
I agree with at least one thing
Huh.
that Osama bin Laden said about Joe Biden.
Do you think that's happening now that Biden's president? He's wrecking America? Idiot.
Right in front of our eyes. Right in front of our eyes.
Yeah, idiocracy, idiocracy. In a May 2010 letter to his minions, Obama wrote, "They are not the target visits by U.S. Vice President Biden. The groups will remain on lookout for Obama or Petraeus. The reason for concentrating on them is that Obama is the head of infidels, I guess he
Right.
made up that name, infidelity.
Infidels.
And killing him will make Biden take over the presidency for the remainder of the term, as it is the norm over there." All right, so foreign leaders, they know.
They're well aware of it.
Well aware.
More aware of what's going on here than Joe Biden.
They're out of reality. Biden's idiocracy is out of touch with reality. Okay,
All he wants to do is vacation.
Exactly, but he doesn't want Congress to take a 2-week recess.
2-week vacation. That's a waste of time.
Yeah. So the border invasion. The border invasion is all the GOP's fault because they refused to sign legislation that would formalize the invasion. Van Jones said, "It's now the Republicans' open border. It's now theirs. They don't want to work with us, so we can grab more people into the country." Again, the dipsy daisy flipperoo, as Dan Bongino says. Biden invited illegals into the country while campaigning from his basement for the presidency back in 2020, right? He promised that he would not deport anyone and dismantle Trump's cruel border protection policies by executive order on day one. Did he do that?
Oh, he absolutely did that. Day one.
Yeah,
That was nuts.
Stuff that was already paid for, border materials, he just put them out to auction, canceled the contracts.
Yeah. sections of the wall were just rusting away.
Probably the only campaign promises he ever kept, right? Come on in. Moreover, in 2020, Biden said, by the way, guess what? They're the reason why our society is functioning, the illegals. We act like this is a burden. It's not a burden. We can afford to do this. Really? We can afford Washington to give $1,000 checks to all the immigrants. We can pay for their free health care.
Well, and on top of that, we have states like our state. The People's Republic of California has given away money to illegals,
Yeah.
left and right.
Yeah.
And we're in a big time deficit.
Yeah, totally. So when 8 million military-aged men from the third world countries took him up on his offer, he sent them to blue cities, remember, at night on planes,
Yeah.
right? Shuttled them around. Then red state governors sent them to blue states and cities. Well, Biden can do it, but governors can't.
Oh yeah,
Bad,
DeSantis
right?
got into big time trouble.
How'd that work out? Mayhem in New York City, beating up on cops, right? Busted budgets, right? Look at California, busted. And there was a surplus. During COVID, there was a surplus.
Yeah, and now they're having people, or having people move out of hotels and apartment buildings so they can house these people.
Yeah, put them in airports
It's
too.
wrong.
Dem mayors begging for no more illegals despite being a sanctuary city. And like in Chicago, the residents are standing up saying, hey, we need our resources. We can't give them resources. We need it for us.
We're not going to really talk about Jamie Raskin, are we?
The pride of Delaware. Jamie Raskin, the pride of Delaware, just like Harry Reid, the pride of Nevada.
Yeah.
So he said that Republicans have cheapened impeachment. And so his little mini-me, the echo chamber, Dan Goldman of New York, echoed the same sentiment about Mayorkas' impeachment by accusing Republicans of, quote, cheapening the solemn responsibility of impeachment. They'll come to regret this, end quote. Did Pelosi look solemn
No.
when she was handing out pens?
No.
Giddy. She looked giddy. Nothing solemn about that. Dems are a party of
that
hypocrites.
lady's deranged.
Yeah, she's deranged. It's in serious doubt whether or not the impeachment process will ever be restored to its formal stature. Like the nuclear options in the Senate. It's dropped down to just a majority instead of a supermajority, 67%.
Right. They need to figure
It's
out a
just
way to
tit
get
for
that
tat,
back.
So Fannie Willis, let's talk about her. She's the
geez,
hero
yeah.
for
I'd
women
rather
in
talk about
democracy.
Jamie Raskin. Okay, let's talk about Fanny, the backwards dress.
She was caught stealing installing her married, unqualified lover as special prosecutor in the case intended to throw Trump into jail.
Did you watch that guy in some of those cross examinations that he had?
Oh yeah, he looked
Oh
up
my
for
gosh, he's
a solid 2 minutes, maybe 3 minutes, and no,
He's
I didn't.
prosecuting a former president of the United States. That's just mind-boggling.
Yeah, it's crazy. But and she paid Wade, the special prosecutor,
Yeah.
an inflated salary, and then helped him spend it in Napa,
Yeah, they went on trips.
Belize. She doesn't know what continent Belize is, and Aruba. She doesn't know what continent that is.
Yeah.
And then she lied about it in court, all while wearing her dress backwards.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
I didn't notice that, but somebody
Yeah,
pointed
zipper
out and
right
I saw
there.
that. Yeah, I saw
Usually the
that.
zipper's in the bag.
Yeah.
Why don't you get Wade to zip it up for you that morning? Come on now. Then the Guardian declared, by showing her grief and rage, she humanizes herself before an audience sympathetic to the horrors of a black professional's love life, aired like a reality television show before the American public as a Trump defendant's legal ploy.
What about her saying that she kept a whole bunch of cash in her house? Is
Yeah.
that a real smart thing to do?
No.
Might as well put it on Facebook or
Have
just
some
put it
cash,
out
but
there.
not 6 months of
But,
crazy.
yeah.
You can't make this.
She must live in a great neighborhood.
Well, condos
Maybe,
and
maybe
stuff.
not anymore.
You in condos, are you going to move a safe up to a condo? I don't know. You can't make this Banana Republic stuff up. Isn't this their best chance to impose justice on the powerful? Dems can feel it slipping away through their fingers, right? Slipping away. They complain that Willis is the victim of a political witch hunt. Huh? The Dipsy Daisy Flipperoo. Trump's the victim of a witch hunt. 5 different venues they're attacking him. And they all coordinate with the White House. All those 5 venues, they've coordinated with the White House.
All these things need to be called out. This is just unacceptable stuff going on in the political regime.
Do you remember the movie A Weekend at Bernie's?
I do.
Right, the dead dude that they were holding up, right?
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
holding up his arm. According to border concierge Mayorkas, welcome in, just come on right in. Biden is is sharp fit and on his game. He is probing, exacting, and quite detail oriented and focused. That's what Mayorkas
On
said.
his ice cream cone.
On his ice cream cone. Are we talking about Walter Cronkite or Dan Rather? He's talking about Biden this way. More dipsy daisy flipperoo. It's about as funny as Kamala Harris insisting everyone who sees her walks away fully aware of her capacity to lead. Right? Her capacity to lead. It's ridiculous.
Word salad Kamala.
Right.
Or did I say that right?
Yeah,
Kamala?
word salad.
Kamala?
Kamala. Don't be racist.
Yeah,
Scott, don't be racist.
I don't want to say her name wrong. I mean,
Right.
that's her name.
Or pronouns, too.
Yeah.
We might be getting them wrong. Okay, folks, that's all we got today. Thank you for joining us. If you liked what you saw, click subscribe. We want to get more than those 24 subscribers. So spread the word to family, friends, enemies. Until next time.
Have a great day. Thank you.
See you.